You've been at this a few years now, down south, representing Iowa. Are more doors opening down there for you guys?
Yeah, certainly. I believe so. I think the name is really buzzing a lot more. The fact is that not a lot of those guys down there, they don't wake up. You understand? That's in SEC country. And they don't wake up watching Big Ten football. And that's nothing against Iowa. That's nothing against Ohio State. It's nothing against any other conference school that we play against. It's just the fact of the matter of where they're located is that you got to go down and educate them about what we have to offer. And then it's one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to get them up here. And you will be amazed at the responses that we get once they get on campus because, they laugh now. And I asked a couple of them, hey, do you know where I was at? I don't know, sir. Cornfields and all this kind of stuff. And then they get here, they fly into town, and they're like, oh, this is not what they expected. And the selling point down there is not about, the material things we have. It's a matter of the people we have in the building, and then our players. And so once I think they get around our coaches and our staff and then our players, then they have a different perspective of what Iowa football is about. Yeah, speaking of in-state first, with Gavin Williams, a guy that we have been recruiting for quite some time. It started with Reese Morgan. Coach Morgan did an outstanding job with this young man. I think once I got here and got acclimated a little bit, I was aware of who Gavin Williams was. A very talented young man throughout his prep school, And you looked at his stature, he was already a nice-sized kid. And then he continued to grow and grow and grow. And I think he came on campus for my first junior day officially when I was hired here. And I think he may have weighed anywhere between like 195, 198. And then the next time we got him on campus, he was roughly around 205 pounds. So he was a big back, and you saw the growth potential in this kid. And he's a multi-sport player too, and you appreciate that about him. Gavin actually runs track. He's a track runner. I think one of his times was like 10.9 or something like that. So he had speed, he had power, and he can catch the football. And so you appreciate that about, his style of play and what he had to bring to the team, and he's matured over the years. It was tough to crack a little bit because I had to get used to him, he had to get used to me, so we both were recruiting each other. But a unique story, one thing he did do though, is that once he wanted to commit Gavin Williams, he physically, him and his mom, they drove up, and he wanted to do it in person and sit down with Coach Ferentz in his office to do it the right way. And so you got to appreciate a young man that's willing to take his time out to drive over here and do it the right way. To say, hey, this is where I want to spend the rest of my 4 years of college.